season 2, and when can they expect it?
Well, it started last night. Yeah.
I'm in convention mode.
Yeah, we had the first week we had Chud. Now, let me explain why we had Chud. Because how many Chud fans are here? See, are you people insane? What the? You know, the director of The Last Drive-In is a man named Austin Jennings, who is 32 years old. Okay, so he's a millennial, and Austin has watched every episode of Monster Vision, and he remembers things on Monster Vision that I don't remember.
Wow.
But Austin said to me, "I think the first movie in the series should be Chud," and I said, "Austin, why?" And he said, "Because it's so good, and because it's so beloved, and because people want it." And I was like, "I've seen Chud, I've reviewed Chud, I think I've had Chud on previous shows. Chud sucks." And he says, "Watch it again." So I went and watched it again. I called him up and said, "Austin, it still sucks. All these years later, it still sucks. What the fuck?" And he says, "Well, believe me, the public wants it." And it's like, it's a millennial thing. And a lot of the stuff that he talks me into is a millennial thing. He talked me into Pieces. And because he was right about Pieces, I said, "Okay, I'm going to trust you once again, Austin. We're going to show Chud." And so, but I had to be honest about, what I thought about Chud. And so we showed Chud. Now, the early indications from the social media and everything are that people loved it. People tuned in. People kept watching it. People watched the whole thing. And then the second movie last night was a movie that I do genuinely love called Castle Freak. That's the third movie in the Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton, Stuart Gordon collaboration.
Yes.
And which I think is underrated. Mainly because it's not a horror comedy; it's a straight-on nasty horror movie, and so I thought the first week was great. And in fact, Darcy, the mail girl, is here somewhere. Darcy's in the back. Darcy was with me on the show, and Diana Prince is Darcy's real name, and so we were pleasantly surprised by, we showed an 80s movie and a 90s movie, and it worked. I'm always like, why aren't we showing, a 2018 movie? And they're like, because people love the 80s, Joe. They love you doing the 80s,
It's true.
So
It's
we're doing a lot of 80s, but I'm kind of pressing them to do more recent stuff.
Well, I know the audience is dying to get in there, but one more before I turn it over to them. You mentioned that the director has seen all the episodes of Monster Vision. How can I see all the episodes of Monster Vision? Because has there ever been any talk, any entertainment of the idea of a box set, anything, the anthology?
Well, the problem is those are they're called interstitials, and it means that they're fitted to a movie.
Right.
And so we don't own the rights to the movie.
Obviously.
I can get the interstitials released, and I guess you could sync them up. But are there enough people in the world that want to
make
sync
some noise if you would do that?
You would go to the trouble to sync up the commercial breaks with the DVD.
I would buy a second screen to do this. I would.
Really? Okay. Well, maybe there's a future for that, because I have them all. I have them all in a warehouse, and they're being digitized because they're all on the old 1-inch Sony tape, But
if you're ever hiring in that warehouse, I will sweep the floors. I'll do it.
Okay. All right.
Oh man, classic. Okay, so audience.